Hey folks, I was out in Sedona earlier this fall, around beginning of September, our last family trip of the summer, and saw something I completely fell in love with. Something that's not from Sedona, but it kind of encompasses the West, and it is a knife from a gentleman named Dale Duby, D-U-B-Y, of Great Basin Art, which is out of Oregon, Prairie City, I believe. Yes, Prairie City. And this is beautiful right here. This blade is made out of obsidian, which is volcanic glass. And back to prehistoric man, obsidian was one of the most prized items to make sharpened utensils out of, whether it be arrows, knives, spears, whatever. This is the stuff everybody looked for, and it's extremely sharp. This is razor sharp. You could use this for gutting deer or whatever you wanted to use it for, just like prehistoric man did. I wouldn't use it for any of that. I'm going to get a nice display case and put it in. This right here is deer antler, and it's an elk scene from Michel Sevier, and it is just incredibly beautiful. I don't use the word beautiful very often, but this is beautiful. This here, I believe, is this cord feels like it and looks like it's made out of gut. Not sure on that though. Whatever it is a natural substance. But look at this, and my lighting in here is terrible, I apologize, but you can actually see through the blade. Isn't this cool? Is this cool or what? This is incredible. The blade on this is kind of like a serrated blade. So even though it's sharp, I don't know if it would cut paper or stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure you could cut, but it wouldn't be as smooth. But this thing here would rip through. If you were gutting a deer, skinning a deer, this would rip right through that. A rope, any of that. And it's put together really solid. Actually, you can see this bone or antler was split, and they fit it inside and then wrapped the gut around it. Gut fiber, I'm not exactly sure what the term is for that. Nice and smooth, highly polished. Really cool. I love this thing. I got a chance to talk to Dale, and really nice gentleman. Talked to him a little bit. He explained to me about the knives, the history of the knives, and how he got to get into making these knives. And it's really a pretty cool story. I would definitely recommend you go to his website. It's greatbasinart.com, and check out everything he does. He does all kinds of really cool stuff. Knives, some really intricate stuff. He also, at Great Basin Art, they also do like old-fashioned wood tables and light fixtures. It's all natural stuff. It's all made out of wood and animals. He has a lot of juniper and blue pine furniture. Really cool. But so what I was looking at is Dale is what is called a Flint Knapper. Now, knapping is the shaping of flint, chert, obsidian, or other stones through the process of lithic reduction. So basically, you strike the rock to shape it, and it's actually a Germanic term that comes from knap, which means to strike, shape, or work. So Dale considers himself if you look at on his website, he calls himself a Flint Knapper. Flint Knappers use, or I should say, Dale uses the same techniques used by prehistoric man to make these. Some of the methods is grinding, abrading, percussion, and pressure to pressure flaking to shape the flint, or in this case obsidian, to the shape that he desires. It's really kind of interesting. You can actually go on YouTube and search and you will see some videos on this process. Dale gets most of the materials used to make his knives and tomahawks as locally as possible. Majority of the obsidian, for example, is from Central Oregon or Northern California. The obsidian comes in a whole bunch of different colors too. Mahogany, rainbow, green, silver, all kinds of different stuff. If you go to his website, they have some really cool stuff. Some of it's kind of like a fiery red type thing. Really, really neat stuff. The bone and antlers are from sheds, from local deer and elk in that area, from ranchers. The bones are from byproducts of local fur traders. He doesn't actually kill any of the animals to make this stuff. It's all stuff from other people. So, but like I said, it's all local stuff, or for the majority of it is from local stuff. Wood that he uses for handles and for furniture is obtained from about as close to Prairie City, Oregon as he can. It's from private and public land. Mostly juniper pine is what he uses. So it's really neat. I always like it when people can start a business, use local products, it's made locally, uses local people to market and do his business. He has a local shop there in Oregon. I think it's really cool stuff. So this knife here comes with a certificate of authenticity. Here's a picture of Dale on there. As you see, the blade is obsidian, the handle is deer antler, it's an elk scene. It was designed and created by Dale. Very cool knife. As I said, I'm going to get a nice display case and I'm going to put this downstairs. I kind of started a little area downstairs of kind of Native American art, Old West art, stuff like that downstairs. Started this summer when we went out to Yellowstone, drove through Wyoming and all that. Went out there early in the summer in June, so I kind of started that. And like I said, when I saw this in Sedona, I had to have this. This is just a beautiful, beautiful knife. As I said, this here is from Dale Duby of Great Basin Art. So if you have any questions, let me know. Semper Fi.